G'day guys, Mark here, welcome to the channel. If you're not subscribed, find that sub button, show it who works the place, find that bell and give it a really good ring. Rightio guys, we've got a quick job out here on the bench tonight. So we've got the Axial SCX 10-2 out here on the bench. What we're doing, it's a bit of an experiment. We're going to make an adjustable mechanical arm to be able to put the GoPro in front of the car. So I did an experiment with some arms that I had, just some spare arms from the Axial. So the object is to be able to basically mount the camera from here and to be able to film back holding the GoPro from here. Now what I found with my experiment one, no matter how much pressure you put on the bolt points and even with these little stoppers here, it still couldn't actually hold the weight of the camera and it kept wanting to fold down. So on our trip to the hardware store, we've bought some aluminium flat bar, 3mm by 12mm. So now we're going to mark it out, cut it and try and make an arm which will hold the GoPro in front of the car. So these arms here are approximately 150 long. So we want to go out to about 200 long in each stage to get us close to being 600 from the car. The GoPro has a 150-degree wide filming angle, but we still need to be able to cut out the arm and the mechanical attachment later when we film. So let's give it a go, guys. Put the car aside, get out a bit of flat bar. The other things you'll need for the job, if you wanted to take something on like this yourself, you'll need cordless drill, hacksaw, pilot drill in here, step drill or a bigger drill, and I've got some M5 screws and nuts. Rightio, let's give it a go, guys. So we break out a texter, get some glasses on. $200, $400 and $600. We get out a little square and make sure our line is straight. I'm going to go and cut these. I'll go outside. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay guys, now that we've cut our little pieces of alloy flat bar, we want to mark out where we're going to try and put the hole. You can try and get a tape measure on this if you want, but it's 12mm wide. You might as well just go with guesswork. So get a good fine point little texter. We want our first hole, so you want a fair bit of meat though at the end of it, so we'll put our first hole there. Now you want a good scrap piece of wood, your pilot drill. one. Okay guys, let's start bolting some of this together. First thing, we want to put our screw mount that's going to go up here into the GoPro mount. Which will face that way. Now, these are going to have to be rounded off a little, but you don't want to go too far into your job if you've made a mistake and you've got to make a backward step. So let's just start putting some of them together. So we've got our M5 bolts here. Also, the GoPro lens is offset, so when it comes back down in front of the car, you want to move the camera a little bit to the left. Oh, that was good for it. So you back step your arms this way. Break out a little socket. Now, we're kind of getting the picture there, aren't we guys? Oh, that'll need tightening. Like I said guys, this is going to need some adjusting and some rounding off, but you get the point. By the time that's rounded off, that camera is going to be able to swing back down here and look at the car. So that'll be my next step. I'm going to go and do a little bit of rounding off and we'll be back in action in a few minutes guys. Now that I've rounded those off, we want the arm to sit out there. Sorry if this video is taking too long guys, but I'm also guilty of when I get focused on a job, I forget that there's a camera on and that I should be talking to you guys. So everything that you experiment and tinker with and start doing will always need some tweaking, always. That'll be right, we've run out of bolts, open the next packet. So we're at least going to find out if this will take the weight. Then we're going to learn about stability and all that kind of stuff, whether it's going to work, how well it's going to work. Well, there you go, guys. That's at least the camera lens fairly on centre. Let's have a little look. Turn this camera on. You'll see at least what that angle is going to look like. Wow, that is really cool, guys. That can actually go up a little bit further. That could point down that way more. I think this is really going to work, guys. Well, we're going to give it a go anyway. And you guys are going to pick it up in the footage. So if you're not subscribed, get a subscription in now, guys, because we try and do a lot of cool stuff on the channel. I'm going to start showing you a lot more behind the scenes of what I actually do, guys. So peace out. See you next time in the shed.